Breaking. Dolphins eyeing Bengals Cam Taylor, Brit. As potential Ramsey replacement, here's the latest, Miami Dolphins fans. Brace yourselves for what could be another major shakeup in the secondary. With Jalen Ramsey's future in South Florida looking increasingly uncertain, new reports suggest the Dolphins have their sights set on Cincinnati Bengals cornerback Cam Taylor, Brit as a potential replacement. This development comes just days after Dolphins GM Chris Grier publicly confirmed that the team is actively exploring trade options for Ramsey, sending shockwaves through the NFL and instantly creating speculation about who might fill the massive void left by the three-time All-Pro cornerback. Taylor, Brit, who is quickly emerging as one of the most intriguing young defensive backs in the league, could be exactly what Miami needs to kickstart their secondary rebuild. The former Nebraska standout was Cincinnati's second-round pick in 2022, 60th overall, and has wasted no time establishing himself as a defensive playmaker, starting 38 of his 39 career games. The numbers don't lie. Taylor, Brit has accumulated an impressive 182 tackles, 7 interceptions, and 33 passes defended in just 3 seasons. At only 25 years old, he's entering his prime years, while Ramsey, at 30, carries a hefty $16.66 million cap hit for the 2025 season that Miami might be eager to move off their books. This potential move aligns perfectly with what appears to be a significant roster overhaul in Miami following their disappointing 8-9 season in 2024. The first time the Dolphins missed the playoffs under head coach Mike McDaniel. The team has already parted ways with several key contributors including safety Jevon Holland, running back Raheem Mostert, and offensive tackle Kendall Lamb, while bringing in players like offensive lineman James Daniels, quarterback Zach Wilson, and linebacker KJ Britt. Sources close to the situation suggest that a Day 2 or early Day 3 draft pick might be enough to pry Taylor, Britt away from Cincinnati, representing excellent value for a starting caliber cornerback still on his rookie contract. The Bengals might be willing to deal as they face tough financial decisions with their offensive stars Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, all commanding significant portions of their salary cap. For Miami, this move would represent a clear pivot toward youth and financial flexibility in the secondary, while Xavier Howard provides veteran leadership. Pairing him with a younger, ascending talent like Taylor, Britt could give the Dolphins secondary both immediate competitiveness and long-term stability. The key question now, will Grier pull the trigger on this deal before the draft, potentially using the capital acquired in a Ramsey trade to move up for a premier talent? Or will this be another off-season of speculation and minimal action for a Dolphins team that seems perpetually caught between rebuilding and contending? What do you think, Dolphins fans? Would Taylor, Britt be a suitable replacement for Ramsey? Should Miami continue shopping their stars, or is it time to run it back with the core they've built? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more breaking Dolphins news and the latest NFL rumors. As we approach the draft, things are heating up in Miami, and you won't want to miss what happens next. Hey Warriors Nation! Ready for today's explosive news and some red-hot rumors that'll rock the NBA landscape? Brace yourselves because this breaking story will leave you absolutely speechless. Let's dive right into the action. The basketball world just erupted with a massive 3-team trade that could completely reshape the Western Conference playoff race. Zach LaVine, the high-flying 2-time All-Star, has finally escaped Chicago in a blockbuster deal that sends him to Sacramento, where he'll reunite with former teammate DeMar DeRozan. This explosive backcourt pairing instantly transforms the Kings into serious contenders. But here's where things get spicy for us Warriors fans. This trade dramatically alters the competitive landscape we're facing. LaVine has been absolutely lighting it up this season before the trade, averaging 24 points on blistering efficiency. We're talking 51% from the field, and an eye-popping 45% from downtown. Those are Splash Brothers-level percentages, folks. The Kings just became a much more dangerous offensive threat overnight. Imagine LaVine and DeRozan operating alongside Sabonis in Mike Brown's system. That's instant firepower that could potentially challenge our position in the standings. Even more shocking is that De'Aaron Fox, Sacramento's lightning-quick point guard and franchise cornerstone, is reportedly heading out in this mega deal. This represents a complete strategic overhaul for a Kings team that had built their identity around Fox's blazing speed and scoring prowess. Sources close to the Warriors front office reveal our executives are already huddling to analyze how this trade impacts potential playoff matchups. Our analytics team has been working overtime assessing how Steve Kerr might counter this new-look Kings roster that now features two elite mid-range assassins who can also explode to the rim. What makes this situation particularly fascinating is LaVine's career trajectory. After 7 mostly disappointing seasons in Chicago with just 1 playoff appearance, he finally gets a fresh start. LaVine himself recently told reporters, "I can be a star in whatever situation I'm in," and now he'll have the perfect opportunity to prove it alongside another former Bull in Sacramento. The Bulls, meanwhile, receive Trey Jones, Zach Collins, and Kevin Huerter, while reclaiming full rights to their 2025 first-round pick. This signals a complete rebuild in Chicago, potentially making them sellers for other veteran pieces as the deadline approaches. Could the Warriors potentially swoop in for someone like Kobe White or Patrick Williams if they become available? Warriors coaching staff is reportedly already designing defensive schemes specifically targeted at containing this new LaVine-DeRozan tandem, recognizing we could face them in a crucial playoff matchup. Draymond's defensive intelligence will be more valuable than ever in neutralizing these scoring threats. So what do you think, Dub Nation? Does this trade make the Kings legitimate threats in the West? Should the Warriors make a counter-move before the deadline? Will LaVine finally reach his full potential alongside DeRozan? Or will this be another failed experiment? Drop your takes in the comments section below. If you're craving more exclusive Warriors analysis like this, hit that subscribe button and join our notification crew. We'll keep you updated on every development affecting our championship chase. Until next time, Warriors faithful.